Iran attempted to sell weapons and military equipment to Iraq through a military cooperation agreement between the two countries, but Iraq held it back. Amid growing Iranian statements about creating armed military cooperation with Iraqi forces, the Iraqi Ministry of Defense did not make any statements. The spokesman for Iraq's Chief of General Staff Yehya Rasoul did not respond to Al-Monitor's questions about Iran's offer, nor did Tahsin al-Khafaji, a spokesman for Iraq's Joint Operations Command. A brigadier general at the Iraqi Defense Ministry told Al-Monitor on condition of anonymity because he was not authorized to make the statement, "Nothing is official. Iran is a beleaguered country and has many problems. I don't think it will increase the capacity of the Iraqi troops." His statements are for media purposes only. Iran invested at the end of the United Nations arms embargo on it, and Hatami told Germany's DW website, "Many countries want to have our weapons. We will definitely focus more on exports than on importing. Our weapons are cheap and effective." Former International Coalition advisor Qatem al-Wali told Al-Monitor, "Iran does not have the capacity to equip and assist the Iraqi army. Iran's internal military strength collapsed due to US sanctions. The Iraqi armed forces have more developed weapons than the Iranian forces." He added, "The weapons and equipment Iran has to offer is a Russian-Chinese-Iranian plan to find out about weapons reaching Iraq. If this deal is made, it will be Iran who will benefit, not Iraq. This is a clever tactic by Iran to seep deeper into Iraqi military institutions." A security commander told Al-Monitor earlier that one cannot say that selling Iranian weapons to Iraq is a new plan to be implemented now. The embargo on Iran did not prevent it from selling weapons to Iraq. In the war against the Islamic State, Iran exports millions of dollars worth of weapons, he said. Ironically, 4 Iranian agencies spoke of the need to promote military cooperation with Iraq and support the needs of Iraqi forces: the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Supreme National Security Council and the Ministry of Defense. Fadel Abu Ragaf, a security affairs commentator close to Iraqi intelligence, told Al-Monitor, "The Iraqi defense minister's visit to Iran resulted in an agreement to provide Iraq with all kinds of weapons." He added, "Iran has excelled in its missile and defense capabilities, alongside its affordable equipment. This weapon can be purchased and invested as a future contract." Security officials in Iraq have stepped up their visits to Iraq in recent weeks. On November 5, the Iranian Ministry of Defense convoy visited Baghdad, and in late September, Iran's Deputy Chief of Staff also visited the capital and met with high-level security officials. During his meeting with Iraq's defense minister, Supreme National Security Council Secretary Ali Shamkhani focused on military cooperation between the two countries and the need to strengthen it. He tackled the matter more than once, according to official Iranian information indicating Iran's aim to supply weapons to Iraqi official forces. Iran's military perspective on Iraq appears to reflect its economic perspective. They view Iraq as a consumer of weapons because of its ongoing operations against hiding places, and can sell Iraqi weapons in large quantities to help it develop its military economy. Iran may want a deal for supplies, weaponry and military cooperation with Iraqi forces, and have allies in the Iraqi parliament and elsewhere in government that would support such a deal. Iraq, however, will be wary of deepening military ties with Iran, which will concern the United States. In addition, there is no future military agreement to equip and support Iraqi forces by Iran capable of developing armed forces. Iran must penetrate further into the Iraqi military establishment than they have already done.